As a freelancer, one of the most important resources that you have is time. And one of the most important skills that you can learn is to be productive. But as you already know, it's easier said than done. But don't worry, in this video I'll be sharing top 5 tools that you can use to become more effective and efficient as a freelancer. Hey guys, this is Janis from Driven by a Goal, helping you to achieve your goals. On this channel, I teach freelancers how to become more confident, driven and productive so that you can advance your freelancing career and business. If this is your first time on a channel, I would like you to do one thing. Leave a comment below with what do you do as a freelancer. It is an awesome privilege to become a freelancer. And that is why a lot of people are jumping into the bandwagon and turning into the gig economy. I mean, who wouldn't want to have more work-life balance into their lives? And who wouldn't want to have more freedom and flexibility when it comes to their careers? This is what drives a lot of people to become a freelancer. If you've been freelancing for some time, or even if you're just starting out as a new freelancer, you must know this, that the money that you make and lifestyle that you have is going to be directly related to how productive you are as a freelancer. More productive you are with your use of time, more freedom and flexibility you're gonna have, as well as you're gonna be able to make more money while freelancing. Freelancers have more work-life balance, more flexibility, more freedom, and they can make more money while in their pajamas. Those things are true, but it is also true that there are still people who are struggling with their daily distractions that are hampering the growth of their careers. And most of the distractions come from the tools that they use to work, their computers. In a study conducted by colleagues in California State University, they found out that the individuals today have difficulty in focusing their attention because of the availability of different forms of media. In studying conclusions, the researchers found out that the students studied less than 6 minutes before switching to technological distractions such as social media. Since freelancers are mostly working on their computers at home, they're also prone to a lot of distractions: social media, email, mobile phones, television, and different other digital stuff that are usually taking over the concentration. This results in lessening productivity of a freelancer, which ultimately translates to subpar performance, missed deadlines, and loss of potential income. So if you're serious in growing your freelancing career and business, then you need to ramp up your productivity, and for good reasons. Here are some benefits to consider. Number 1, more work done. Have you experienced working on a set of tasks for a whole day only to find out that you're not halfway through to finishing it? They cause distractions. But if you're productive, then you can finish more work in a less time. Number 2, more time to do other things. When you're productive, then you're able to finish your work in time. Then it translates to having more time to do other things. Who wouldn't want to spend more time with their family, or invest more time in learning, doing their hobbies, or participating in any advocacy? Maybe more time for a rest. That's the reward of being productive. Number 3, more money earned. Lastly, if you're productive, you can also have more money in the bank. Whether you decide to do more work or improve your skills to get more high-paying projects, being productive means earning more. Now the question now is, what can you do to become more productive? And there are a lot of things to consider, like setting goals, managing time, and avoiding distractions. But in this particular episode, I wanted to focus on tools that you can use to become more productive. So here are 5 tools that you can use to become more productive as a freelancer. Number 1, TeamGant and Basecamp. Now these two are project management softwares, and while I still use a journal by myself where I write down my daily activities and my daily priorities, all the tasks that I need to get done, I do think that the project management tools are extremely useful to increase your productivity, especially if you're working with a team or within the team, to give you a wider overview on how different parts of the project are developing and whether you're falling behind with your tasks or whether you're not. Because as humans, we like to kind of forget to check that we had this task due tomorrow or something else. The great thing about project management tools is that they're gonna remind you, they're gonna send you email or the pop-up saying, hey, this task is due tomorrow. So it gives you very good overview vision on how the different parts of the project are developing and moving forward, especially, as I said, if you're working with a team. Number 2, Brain FM. Focus equals productivity. Now, if you want to be productive, you want to give 100% focus on the task at the hand. But as you already know, it's easier said than done. So here's a hack that you can use, and it is a brainwaves music. For that, you can look up the website called brain.fm. Brain FM is a service that allows you to listen music to these special brainwaves that increase focus as well as your productivity. And they did a huge study, I think it was 12-year study, which was called Science Behind Music and Brain. They came to conclusions that these special brainwaves are increasing your focus as well as your productivity. Now, it is not a free service, it is a paid service, but there is a free trial, so you can try it, I think, for 10 days for free. And I think 10 days is well enough to give it a try it out and to see if it does works for you. It might not work for everybody, but it might as well work. And even when it becomes the paid service, it's not very expensive. I think when I checked it out, it was about £6 to £8 a month if you're a monthly subscription. Number 3, Evernote. Taking notes is an important everyday activity. It enables you to capture ideas, record important lessons, and even serves as a reminder so that you won't forget that special instruction from your client. So if you are into note-taking, then one of the best apps out there is called Evernote. Tim Ferriss, the author of the best-selling book 4-Hour Workweek, said this about Evernote. Evernote has eliminated more than 90% of the paper in my life and eliminated nearly all the multiple tabs I used to leave open in the browser, both of which distracted me to no end. And if this is not convincing enough, then you're just gonna have to go and try Evernote by yourself. Number 4, Dropbox. Another important tool that you need to have in your arsenal is storage drive. This is extremely important if your job involves sending files to your clients. Sometimes one of the most time-consuming activity is emailing files to your clients backwards and forwards. You can eliminate this by creating Dropbox accounts. When using Dropbox, you can easily create folders where you and your client can share the files. There is no need to send any emails because Dropbox will notify you when a new file is added, edited, or shared. Dropbox is a free service up to 1 GB, and then you can also increase it by referring more people to the Dropbox. But if you're looking into the alternatives, there's also a Google product called Google Drive that does pretty much a similar job as the Dropbox does. Number 5, Pomodoro timer. Now, this is not really a tool, it's more of a technique, but I wanted to throw it in here because it really helps with the productivity. For this reason, you need a timer or anything that can count down the time, whether it's a phone or a watch or your computer, but anything that can count down the time and alert you when it's finished. Pomodoro technique means working in a time slot, because sometimes when you got a huge amount of work and you kind of think about it in the general, it feels overwhelming. Whereas when you work in the cycles, when you break the time down, then it feels more approachable. So you would set up the timer for 25 minutes. And during this time, you focus all your attention on one thing that you intended to do. Now, if you get distracted during these 25 minutes, what you have to do, whether you saw a video that you wanted to watch or whether you had a thought or idea that you wanted to note down, you have to make a note on a piece of paper and instantly go back to your main task and focus back. Now, when a cycle is finished, when a 25-minute cycle is finished, you're gonna have a 5-minute break. And during that 5-minute break, you can look back and see those things that distracted you and decide whether it's worth going back and adding them to the task list or just dismiss them. So once you work in these cycles, you're gonna become more focused and more productive. And once you do the 25-minute work, then you have 5-minute break. And after every 4 cycles, which means after every 2 hours, you will have a longer break of 15 or 20 minutes. So these were 5 tools that you can use to increase your productivity. Now I have a question of the day. What is the one tool that you use to increase your productivity? If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, give it a thumbs down and leave me the comment below with what you didn't like about the video. If you're a freelancer and if you're looking for the ways to become more confident, driven and productive, I encourage you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. This was me, Janis from Driven by Goal, helping you to achieve your goals. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye. We all know that productivity is extremely important. So in this video, I'll be sharing top 5 tools that you can use to become more productive. Team Gantt and Basecamp. Basecamp and Team Gantt. Number 2, Brain.fm. Brain FM. Brain FM. Yep.